last 2 weeks, I feel like I've done a lot of nesting, a lot of making sure that things are prepared. Hi everyone, it's Lillian from the Postmodern family. Today I am 38 weeks pregnant. So exciting. I've accomplished a lot this past 2 weeks, and I'm going to chat with you about all the stuff I'm preparing for our home birth. First of all, if you like videos about Americans living in the UK and my second pregnancy, please hit that subscribe button now. My lovely Glow Nurture app, it says that today your baby is 19.6 inches and 3.1 kilos, the size of a leek. That's pretty big. Last time I had my midwife appointment, I was 36 weeks, and the baby was directly OA, which is occiput anterior, which is where they're facing my spine. Their spine is directly opposite mine, not against mine, and so that's good. Clearly the baby's gonna keep moving around, rotating on its head, but what I'm happy with and pleased with is that the baby's head is engaging and not gonna get unstuck, hopefully, and flip around to breech position. We don't want breech position, not because it's abnormal, because it's not abnormal. Breech position is not abnormal, it's just rare. The reason is because doctors and midwives in most countries in the West have no idea how to deliver a breech baby, and so they automatically think cesarean, and I don't want that. So that's the only reason why I don't want to have a breech birth. So we got to hear the baby's heart rate again. It was with a student midwife that time. I am allowing student midwives to come to the home birth because I think it's important for them to see a good home birth. That was it. You got to hear the baby, and that's when they said that they thought it was a girl. We were really busy doing lots of photography stuff the last 2 weeks. The first thing that we did was our maternity photo session with my friend up on the top of a gorgeous hilltop. So if you haven't seen that video yet, I'll put a link up there for you so you guys can click on that and check that out. The other thing I've been doing is looking for a birth photographer. This past week, someone on a birth group shared their birth story and some photos, and I loved the photos so much that I thought I've got to find a birth photographer. So I figured I would ask in my photography group if anyone was interested in doing a swap where I could take photos of them later or something like that, and they would take photos of my birth. And I got a great response of people who are local to me as well. And I set up those meetings this past week and met with a lot of them individually. So I decided on one now, and so I'm very excited about having a birth photographer. I'm sitting on a birthing ball, by the way, or a yoga ball, and I've been doing that now instead of sitting in the regular desk chair because it's supposed to be better for my pelvis and allow movement, etc. In the meantime, I found out that there was a UK birth photographer launch on Facebook, and I immediately got into the group, and now I'm super excited about photographing births, even though I know I'm going to have a newborn and I won't be photographing anything for a while. I'll just be baby mooning. But it's been really great connecting with these people because it really combines a lot of my passions, birth and photography. So hopefully after the babies are grown up a little bit more, I can be out photographing people's births, which I just adore. In terms of my physical symptoms, I haven't been having very much difficulty again. However, I did have a little bit of a swelling in my left leg and knee in particular. My left knee was starting to feel kind of sore, and I couldn't straighten it all the way when I was walking. I called my chiropractor because I just wanted to see if I'm sitting wrong, if I need to be sitting on different things, or if I shouldn't be reclined, or if I should be reclined, if I should be walking, or if I shouldn't. And so she gave me some advice, basically saying that I should rest and put my feet up when I'm sitting down. I took her advice and took it easy and put my feet up more, and I didn't do as much editing as I would normally. And within 2 days, my knee felt back to normal. So a couple mornings I woke up with my fingers feeling really tight with my rings, so I decided to take them off, and it was kind of hard to take them off. Like I was in the shower and used some soap, and I had to like really force my rings off. So I took them off, but I put them on this pretty little plate I wanted to show you just because it's gonna be on display for the birth, and maybe we'll even put it on the little baby's toes. So this is my engagement ring, which is so gorgeous. And this ring is a gorgeous ring that my husband bought me after I gave birth to our daughter, and they're gonna be on display around some birth affirmation photos that I'm going to show you right now. This past week I've basically been tying up some details around the house because we are having a birth photographer. I want to make it as beautiful of a scene and atmosphere as possible, so I wanted to show you what we've got. I printed out that first maternity shoot photo that I got into a pretty big size, 18 by 12, and the problem with 18 by 12 is the frame is hard to find. So I printed it out on, this is actually a poster print, but it looks amazing. It's like matted and it's detailed. It's not glossy. I really don't like glossy prints. Try to not do glossy prints. So matted, and then I ordered a frame from Amazon, and it should be coming today, tomorrow. And so I hope to get that framed and hung in my birthing pool corner. I also printed this out on my printer and put it in a little like A4 certificate frame, which is my birth plan, so it won't get wet and hopefully it'll be easy for them to see and look at. I took some photos from the maternity shoot with Charlie Raw, and I put some birth affirmations on it that are from the Bible. So this one I really loved. It says, well, first I did order the print through Snapfish, but this is just my computer printer because in case the baby comes sooner, I want to have something in here. But once those prints come in, I'll pop that in and replace this one. But it says, I sought the Lord and he answered me. He delivered me from all my fears, Psalm 34:4. And so that's going to be up on display to remind me that this pregnancy is just a blessing from God, nothing I deserve. And so any of the fears that I may have, I can just submit them and let God handle them. Whatever those fears are, He's given me this gift. I should be grateful, and whatever turns out, turns out. So, and then another chalkboard thing that I did. I was made for this. I just love that. With my maternity care record, I decided that I would make extra copies of what they've documented in here. So I took, I put it in my printer, I make a paper copy, and then I also used my scannable app on my phone to create a PDF out of all of the pages. In case it gets lost or I forget to bring it, I'm gonna have a PDF version of that. The very last thing I wanna share with you is this home birth kit. So at 37 weeks, they deliver the home birth kit to you. Number 10. So here it is. It's locked up. There's a code that I don't know. Only the midwife will know when she comes, because there are obviously things in here like synthetic oxytocin, which is here they call syntocinon. And they also said there are some things in the pockets, but that they're not dangerous or anything. Like this is just paperwork. It's got the red book that the new baby will have. Side pockets, it looks like we've got just some gloves. I basically told them that if they had to choose between coming quickly or going and stopping at the hospital to pick up the Antonox, which is the gas and air, that they should just come straight over and forget about the gas and air, because I didn't use it last time and I don't plan on using it this time, and I'd rather them be there quicker than going to the hospital and then coming back. And then on this side, it looks like they just have a measuring tape, probably to measure the baby with. Whee! Oh, here's the cord clamp, but I actually have a cord tie that I want them to use instead. And I've been really impressed with them because they seem to know what that is, and they seem very comfortable with the idea and not using the cord, the plastic clip. Ready to go! Yeah! This girl dressed herself this morning, so she's gotten so much more independent in the last couple of weeks, picking out her own clothes and putting them on herself. And in the morning she lets me sleep in a little bit. She just plays quietly in our room or in her room. So thanks so much for watching my video about my 38-week bump update, and we will see you in, I think I'll make another bump update for 39 weeks, so I'll see you in just 1 week's time. Leave a comment, let me know what symptoms that you've had at 38 weeks, etc. I'd love to connect with you guys. Bye!